Welcome back to another Guardian Tales video. We are going to do the Fairy Boss. That's what our workout is today. I've done a bunch of testing with basic teams when you use Idle Eva as the leader, because I actually thought that was going to be basically the same thing, and it kind of is. And then I've also used Lucy as the leader. Tons of testing, and for my gear and my stuff, it is conclusive that Lucy is better. Conclusive. Easier to play, better movement. They both can hit 15 million on this boss with my gear, but Lucy's team hits the max damage more often and their average damage is higher. So Lucy wins. Now, since you have Lucy with a crit buff, Lucy is going to wear skill cards, and I have crit cards on Nari. Other than that, it's all attack cards. Pretty straightforward to what you see here, but Lucy is using the Idle Eva weapon. So now, if you don't have Lucy, you can definitely use Idle Eva and get comparable numbers. But like I said, it's easier to play, it's more fun to play, and I was getting better consistency with it. I really try to make Idle Eva work. It's rough to watch a hero kind of fall out of the meta, but with Kanna doing everything that Idle Eva does better, the only downside of Kanna is melee and Idle Eva's range, so you're gonna miss on the range attack buff from Nari, but it is what it is, fellas. You can also run FutureKnight as a leader here. I don't really mess with that, and I probably won't fit it into this video, but you can do it, but you're just gonna have an easier time with Lucy. So let's get into the thing. There is some RNG to the fairy boss. Sometimes there's like two attacks. She can do one rush where she goes all the way across the screen, and then she can do another thing where she like uses a laser beam to push you away. That has been a pain in the butt, and we'll probably see that. I'll do a couple runs on this. We're doing long chains with one hold, so I'll talk about what that means in a second, but we're going to come out of the gate with basic attacks. I'm going to be doing my weapon skill on cooldown. I'm soaking these fireballs because I don't want my team to run around and try to avoid them and lose damage. So there we go. Kanna on a long chain. Nari right before weapon skill. We're going to soak up that airborne, and then we're going to let FutureKnight, and we're gonna hold, and then we're gonna hit right after. You see me moving to get ready. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. Long chains. Again, I'll do this run a couple times because I'm not speaking through the chain perfectly here. And then we're not gonna hold. We're gonna go right on the airborne with the weapon skill. And then here, this is the attack that I don't like, because I'm not going to be able to get my third chain in here. See how I didn't get that third chain? If at the end, if she does the laser that pushes you away, I don't get it. But we're going to try something risky. So the other thing is I'm wearing statues, and my statues don't work because the boss health is too low. So I would expect to do like 12.8, 13.5 or so. That's how much damage I'd be expecting to do with this team. But we didn't get in the third chain. So that's part of the RNG there. But like I said, we'll run this a couple times, and I'll talk through chains a little bit better to kind of give you guys timings. But it's just long chains, and you hold weapon skill on the first chain. So again, basic attacks out the gate. Fairy can move, doesn't matter. Soaking some fireballs, doing weapon skills on cooldown. I don't want my team running around. And then she always comes over here, so I try to get ready for it. And then weapon skill when she gets there. Long, Kanna. Nari before weapon skill. Long on Lucy. And then go right into the night. When airborne is gone, weapon skill. And now, since she's pushing across, I'm getting ready and getting over there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That was too early. But we got the chain, we got so lucky. Nari right before weapon skill. Lucy. FutureKnight, weapon skill. And now let's see what's she gonna do, baby girl. There we go. There we go, we got the chains. So since she didn't push us across with the laser beam, this is the other RNG that you can get on this boss, where I was able to get into the third chain. If you're really quick on stuff, you can get as far as to hitting the Nari button, so you can go Kanna Nari. Then I don't think the Nari is going to hit it all, but maybe Kanna does. We got super duper close on that second chain, almost being too soon. But we made it work because we're a pro. And look at us, we're so good. So we'll do that one more time. Let's see how I'm doing on time itself. Yeah, we can do like 1 or 2 more runs. Stay hydrated. Stay hydrated, my homies. Let's do it again. But like I said, I tested idle EVA, the timings, the chain, everything is the same if you use idle EVA. You just get better consistency. In my, you know, I think everybody should test it for themselves, but for me, this was just better. And it's more fun to play. Lucy is very fun to play. The downside of Lucy being a leader is that her weapon skill is a very long cast time, so you lose damage. But other than that, she moves around easily, she does good stuff, it's no big deal. You can also do that hop technique if you saw the Garon video. I don't think you get an extra attack doing it. You can try to catch her with your weapon skill when she comes across as well, but it's just not consistent and it's not worth it. The upside is not really there for you. But we're stretching out our airbornes a little bit, holding weapon skill until airborne is gone, boom. You know you did it right because you have 50% airborne on the boss. I'm getting over here early. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I get an extra count just because last time we were almost too quick for our own chain. Long chains. And then airborne, we're not holding it. This is the one I don't like because we get all that time where we get no damage in. It's real bad. And I'm not going to be able to get my chain. I hit the button, but it didn't get there in time. So, for me, if the laser beam comes across, man, it's like, how could I possibly make it so that I can interrupt that last laser beam that pushes me across the screen? The cast time on the weapon skill with the idle EVA weapon is pretty long. It might look like you cast it, and like the projectile is kind of leaving your character, but if that laser beam still hits you, it just interrupts it. So I'll try like one more run, see if I can do it. If Fairy gives me that RNG, maybe if I stand further away, then I'll have more time for the laser to get to me. I don't know. Let's get a little risky, but you get the timing. You get what's going on. Weapon skill on cooldown, soaking fireballs, the whole deal. I don't know what Nari's doing over there. I'm getting in the right spot. Weapon skill soon hit the wall. Long on Kanna. Nari right before weapon skill. Long on Lucy. We hit FutureKnight, but we're holding. A weapon skill right there, boom. Let's get in position. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Usually 5 counts fine. I don't know what was going on there at the time. Nari on weapon skill, long on Lucy to enjoy the airborne damage, and then FutureKnight right into weapon skill. Alright, what RNG are we going to get? You going to push me? Yeah, there's no way. My weapon skill's not even close to be ready. I guess I could have, if I went long on FutureKnight's chain, if I really stretched that, maybe my weapon skill would be ready? No. I don't think, maybe. I mean, this had to do it. It just comes down to the laser beam for me, man. Because instead of that last laser beam, sometimes the fairy will just like teleport to the middle of the screen and then you just whoop the fairy and then you get that extra third chain. But one more run and then that'll wrap this video and then we will do Panda and I think that's everybody. Panda. Still, it's about a 50% chance. I feel like at all these different junctions, Fairy has 2 options on what Fairy can do. Long on Kanna, Nari before weapon skill, long on Lucy. I'm going long here in the chain, usually I shorten that up a little bit. Weapon skill right there, and now this is the one I like to get. We go north, so we get booped down. This is going to be a good run, I'm feeling it. Nari right before weapon skill. And we're going to go long again. Alright, how's that going to do? Can I get one more weapon skill in? We can get it. We got the Kanna in there, we hit the Nari. We hit the Nari button, but we didn't get it. So that's perfect. And it shows you what happens when you don't get the laser beam that pushes you across. So And then the last thing, so keep in mind the boss is only 83, but our statues are ineffective here. So we're doing 8% less if I put on the 20% damage ones, and then we're doing a ton less. We're doing 20% less if my statues are working, so you can kind of run those numbers for yourselves. To be like 2.4 million on top of this with statues. That's the strat. That's how you do it. Idle Eva, the exact same thing, chain, same order, doesn't matter. And I'll see you doing Mad Panda. As always, appreciate y'all for watching. See you in the next video.